My name is Kellam, and I am a professional storyteller. Today's date is October 31st, 2024, and I will be telling you my all-time favorite ghost story. Its title is The Viper. The story takes place in an urban apartment house. On the 5th floor, there lives an 85-year-old widow woman. She is just finishing cleaning up her breakfast dishes when she receives a call on the telephone. She picks the instrument off the cradle, puts it to her ear, and says, "Hello?" And an ominous voice on the other end of the line said, "I am the Viper, and I'm coming to your apartment today." And then the line went dead. The widow woman thought for a moment and said, "Land's sakes of gosh, don't these young people have anything better to do with their time than to play phone pranks?" She put the receiver back on the cradle and thought nothing more of it. At 12 noon, there was another ring on the telephone. The widow woman picked the receiver off the cradle, put it to her ear, and said, "Hello?" And an ominous voice on the other end of the line said, "I am the Viper, and I'm coming to your apartment in an hour." And then the line went dead. The widow woman put the receiver back on the cradle and said, "My stars and garters, don't these young people have anything better to do than to go around scaring old people?" Only this time, she could not dismiss it quite so readily. 1 hour later, there came another ring on the telephone. The widow woman picked the receiver off of the cradle, put it to her ear, and said, "Hello?" And an ominous voice on the other end of the line said, "I am the Viper, and I'm coming to your apartment now." And then the line went dead. Well, you had better believe the widow woman freaked out. She put the receiver back on the cradle, picked it up again. She dialed 911. She explained her situation to the dispatcher. The dispatcher told her that they would send a uniformed officer to her apartment immediately. In the meantime, she was to lock all of her doors and windows and not open them for anyone except the uniformed officer. The widow woman did as she was instructed and then sat in a chair by the door and waited. Well, not 2 minutes later, there came a knock on the door, and the widow woman felt a great sense of relief. That was actually a very commendable response time. The widow woman got up and opened the front door, but instead of there being a uniformed officer standing in front of her as she had anticipated, there was instead a man dressed in work overalls with his right arm concealed behind his back. And the widow woman said, "Well, you're not a police officer." "No," said the man. "I am the Viper." And with that, the man pulled his right arm out from behind his back. In his right hand, he held high a huge, wicked-looking, razor-sharp bucket of soapy hot water, and he said, "Would you like me to wash and wipe your windows?" The end. If you like this video and would like to hear more stories, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and tell me if you thought my storytelling was fun. And happy Halloween. Goodbye.